Welcome to Notorious, Hitchcock's 1946 masterpiece of espionage and betrayal. In a Miami courtroom, John Huberman receives 20 years for treason, selling secrets to Nazi Germany. His daughter Alicia watches her world crumble as photographers capture her shame for tomorrow's headlines. That night, Alicia drowns her humiliation in alcohol and reckless company at a wild house party. She leaves with a mysterious stranger named Devlin, then speeds through Miami's foggy streets at 80 miles per hour. While Alicia seems bent on self-destruction, Devlin remains eerily calm, like he's seen this kind of recklessness before.
A cop!
What?
A policeman is chasing us. Look.
Oh, they make me sick.
When a cop pulls them over, Devlin flashes federal credentials. Alicia's blood runs cold. She realizes this handsome stranger isn't just another party guest. He's a government agent who's been watching her all along. Back at her apartment, Devlin reveals his true purpose. He plays a secret recording of Alicia defending America against her father's Nazi beliefs. Her own words become proof of her patriotism and her ticket to redemption. The next morning brings devastating news. Alicia's father has swallowed a poison capsule in his prison cell, but instead of breaking down, something shifts inside Alicia. She tells Devlin she feels strangely free, like she doesn't have to hate her father anymore, or herself. For the first time in years, she sees a chance at redemption. Alicia has stopped drinking and started hoping for a real future. But when she opens her heart to Devlin, he pulls back. Once a crook, always a crook. That's what he believes.
Deb, I'm making fun of myself. I'm pretending I'm a nice, unspoiled child whose heart is full of daisies and buttercups.
Nice daydream. Then what?
In Rio, Captain Prescott explains the mission to Devlin. Alexander Sebastian, a wealthy Nazi, once loved Alicia. Now the government wants her to rekindle that romance and infiltrate his organization. When Devlin delivers the assignment, his voice turns ice cold. Alicia must seduce Sebastian, marry him if necessary, and become America's most intimate spy. The man she loves is pimping her out for his country. Alicia begs Devlin to tell her not to take the job, to say he loves her. But he stays silent. His pride won't let him fight for a woman like her.
Not a word for that little lovesick lady you left an hour ago.
I told you that's the assignment.
Alicia's heart shatters as Devlin refuses to fight for her. "When do I work for Uncle Sam?" she asks, accepting fate. At the riding club, their trap is set. Sebastian spots his lost love across the grounds. Sebastian rushes over, his face lighting up with genuine joy. "Alicia, what a wonderful surprise." The seduction phase begins. He's completely enchanted, believing fate has brought them together again. If only he knew the truth.
You know him?
No, I don't think so, but he seems familiar.
Captain Prescott, intelligence man. He's down here as part of the Washington espionage.
Sebastian's mansion looms over Rio like a fortress. Tonight, Alicia enters the Viper's Nest as his dinner guest. Madame Sebastian makes her grand entrance down the staircase, her cold eyes studying every inch of Alicia. This woman will be her greatest enemy. The mother sees right through the performance. Later, the Nazis discuss Emil Hupke's dangerous slips at dinner. Mathis volunteers to drive him home through the treacherous mountain roads. It's a death sentence disguised as courtesy. The racetrack buzzes with afternoon crowds, but Alicia's world is crumbling. Sebastian has proposed marriage. She confronts Devlin with tears in her eyes. "You threw me at him like I was nothing." The words cut deep because they're true. Devlin's face remains stone cold, but his silence speaks volumes. This is the moment their love story breaks apart.
What sort is that, Mr. Beardsley?
Oh, I don't think any of us have any illusions about our character, have we, Devlin?
Not at all, not the slightest. Miss Huberman is first, last, and always not a lady.
Back at Sebastian's mansion, Alicia explores her new home as his wife. She asks about keys to the locked closets. Sebastian hands them over freely, except one. The wine cellar stays locked. Tonight's party is the perfect cover. Hitchcock's camera soars down from the chandelier, revealing the glittering crowd below. In Alicia's palm, barely visible to anyone else, lies Sebastian's stolen key. Deep in the cellar, Devlin examines the wine bottles. One slips from his hands and shatters on the stone floor. Black sand spills out. Uranium ore. They found what the Nazis are really hiding down here. Footsteps echo from above. Sebastian is coming down the stairs. Without hesitation, Devlin pulls Alicia into his arms and kisses her passionately. To Sebastian, they're just lovers stealing a private moment in his wine cellar. Sebastian finds his mother in the early morning light, his face pale with terror. The words come out broken, desperate. I am married to an American agent. His mother's face hardens as the full scope of the disaster becomes clear. Sebastian has handed their entire Nazi operation to the enemy. But Madame Sebastian doesn't panic. Her mind works coldly, calculating. They won't find out, she promises. Alicia must be allowed to move freely, but she'll be on a leash. A very short one.
She must go, but it must happen slowly. If she could become ill and remain ill for a time, until...
The next morning, Madame Sebastian plays the perfect hostess. Coffee, dear? The cup passes between them with deadly politeness. Alicia drinks, unaware that her mother-in-law has just begun killing her. Within hours, the poison takes hold. Alicia's head pounds, the room spins. When Prescott visits, she can barely focus on his words. Devlin has requested a transfer to Spain. He's abandoning her. Devlin shows no sympathy when she mentions feeling ill. Just a hangover, he says coldly. As he walks away forever, Madame Sebastian appears with false concern. Perhaps we should call a doctor? The trap has closed completely. Alicia is alone with her killers. The poison works fast. Alicia collapses, her body betraying her as Sebastian and his mother carry her upstairs. Madame Sebastian moves with deadly efficiency. Joseph, disconnect the telephone. Alicia is now completely trapped. Back at headquarters, Devlin replays their last meeting. She wasn't drinking. She was sick. Something's terribly wrong. When Devlin arrives at Sebastian's house, Joseph blocks his path. Mrs. Sebastian has been confined to bed for a week, he explains nervously. She's been very ill. Devlin pushes past him. He knows Alicia would never miss their meetings voluntarily. Something has happened to her. Downstairs, Sebastian entertains his Nazi associates, completely unaware that the man hunting his wife is climbing his stairs. In the darkened bedroom, Devlin finds her. Alicia lies barely conscious, her face pale and drawn. She's been slowly dying.
Alicia, what's wrong with you?
I'm so glad you came.
I had to. I couldn't stand anymore, waiting and worrying about you.
The poison has nearly won. Alicia can barely lift her head as Devlin helps her sit up. Finally, the truth spills out. I was getting out because I love you, Devlin confesses. Alicia whispers back, Alex discovered her spying. They killed Emile. Devlin lifts her into his arms. Step by step, he carries her down the grand staircase where she once danced at parties. Now she's fighting for her life, clinging to consciousness. Sebastian appears in the hallway, panic in his eyes. Devlin doesn't flinch. How do you like your friends downstairs to know exactly what kind of wife you have? The threat lands perfectly. Sebastian knows his Nazi associates would kill him for marrying a spy. Sebastian has no choice. He helps carry Alicia toward the door, maintaining the charade for his watching associates.
Now, just a minute, I must sit with her.
No room, Sebastian.
From the doorway, Mathis calls out, Alex, will you come in, please? Sebastian watches his wife's car disappear. He walks back up the steps. His death sentence is sealed.